She was a glamorous media executive, a socialite who had carefully built a world of power and prestige. He was the son of her powerful husband, and the girl who brought them together was her sister, Sheena Bora. Or so everyone thought. When Indrani Mukherjee was arrested for Sheena's murder in August 2015, the first secret blew the case wide open. Sheena wasn't her sister, she was her daughter. But that was just the beginning. This is the story of how a forbidden love affair threatened to expose a lifetime of lies, forcing a mother to make a horrifying choice to protect her perfect world. If you find yourself fascinated by the complex motives behind shocking crimes, consider subscribing. We unravel these stories every week. For 3 years, Sheena Bora was simply gone. In 2012, the 25-year-old assistant manager seemed to have just vanished from Mumbai. Her mother, Indrani, told everyone that Sheena had moved to America for her studies and didn't want to be contacted. Text messages, supposedly from Sheena's phone, backed up the story, and for this high-profile family, life moved on. But the truth wasn't in America. It lay buried in a shallow grave in a remote forest. And it stayed there until 2015, when a routine arrest for illegal firearms cracked the entire case wide open. The man arrested, Shyamvar Rai, wasn't just some small-time criminal. He was Indrani Mukherjee's driver. And in exchange for a lighter sentence, he told the police a story so dark it was hard to believe. He confessed to helping murder Sheena Bora, a murder he claimed was masterminded by the one person who should have protected her, her own mother. The news sent shockwaves through India's elite. Indrani Mukherjee, wife of media tycoon Peter Mukherjee, arrested for murder? It was a sensation. But the motive was a mystery. Why would a woman kill her own sister? As investigators would soon find out, it was because Indrani's entire life was a lie. Sheena Bora wasn't her sister at all. She was her daughter, from a past that Indrani had tried to bury forever. To understand the why, we have to go back. Long before she was a Mumbai socialite, Indrani was a young woman from Guwahati with 2 children, Sheena and her brother Mikhail. She left them with her parents to chase her own ambitions, first in Kolkata and then in Mumbai, reinventing herself with every move. She climbed the corporate ladder, started a successful HR company, and eventually married Peter Mukherjee, a giant in the media world. To her powerful new husband and everyone else, Indrani presented a carefully edited history of her life, one with no previous marriage and no children. So, when Sheena and Mikhail re-entered her life, she introduced them not as her children, but as her younger siblings. It was a staggering deception, and she guarded it fiercely to protect her new status. For a while, the lie actually worked. Sheena moved to Mumbai in 2006, lived with Indrani and Peter, and went to a top college. But then came a complication that Indrani could never have predicted. Sheena met Rahul Mukherjee, Peter's son from a previous marriage. In the eyes of the law, they were about to become step-siblings. But in the twisted world Indrani had created, their relationship was something far more dangerous. Sheena and Rahul fell deeply in love. This was the one truth that threatened to bring Indrani's world crashing down. If they got married, the family secret was bound to come out. Sheena would go from being Indrani's sister to her daughter-in-law, an impossible paradox that would unravel everything. Indrani was furious about the relationship. She allegedly feared that their marriage would not only expose her past but also give Sheena, her biological daughter, a claim to the family's vast fortune. The tension kept building, filled with arguments, threats, and a growing sense of desperation. The breaking point arrived on 24 April 2012. According to her driver's confession, this is how the chilling events unfolded. Indrani, her ex-husband Sanjeev Khanna, and driver Shyamvar Rai allegedly lured Sheena into a car in Mumbai, pretending it was just a friendly outing. Once she was inside, the betrayal was swift and brutal. Sheena was allegedly sedated and then strangled to death. They drove around with her body in the car for hours before parking it in the garage of the Mukherjee residence for the night. The next day, they moved on to phase 2, disposal and deception. They drove the body to a remote forest in the Raigad district, a few hours outside Mumbai. There, they allegedly doused her body in gasoline, set it on fire, and buried what was left in a shallow grave. They thought they'd committed the perfect crime. To complete the cover-up, Indrani allegedly started spinning the "Sheena is in America" story. She reportedly used Sheena's phone to send a resignation letter to her job and breakup texts to a frantic Rahul. She even had a fake email account created in Sheena's name to keep the lie going. And for 3 years, it worked. Rahul was the only one who didn't buy it. He filed a missing persons report, but it was tragically not pursued with any urgency. He hounded Indrani for answers, but was met with irritation and dismissal. As far as the world knew, Sheena had just moved on. The lie held together until August 2015. The arrest of Shyamvar Rai on that unrelated weapons charge was the loose thread that unraveled everything. His confession led police straight to Indrani Mukherjee and her ex-husband, Sanjeev Khanna. Both were arrested on charges of murder, conspiracy, and destruction of evidence. Later, Peter Mukherjee was also arrested, accused of being part of the wider conspiracy. The arrests ignited a media firestorm. With each passing day, a new, shocking layer of the family's secrets was peeled back. The most explosive revelation came from DNA testing of the discovered remains, which confirmed the victim was Indrani's biological daughter, not her sister. Suddenly, the bizarre family tree started to make a sick kind of sense. Mikhail Bora, Indrani's son who was also raised as her brother, came forward. He told the media he knew the real reason for the murder, hinting at deep financial disputes and even fearing for his own life. The puzzle was coming together, revealing a motive rooted in a desperate, pathological need to protect social status and control, no matter the cost. The case has been a legal marathon, stretching on for years with countless twists. Indrani Mukherjee was granted bail in 2022 after more than 6 years in custody. The trial itself has been anything but simple. In February 2025, the Supreme Court of India denied Indrani's request to travel abroad, ordering the trial to be expedited and concluded within a year. The case took another bizarre turn in June 2024, when the CBI, India's premier investigating agency, informed the court that the skeletal remains, the very bones that proved Sheena's identity, were missing or untraceable. Then, in a stunning reversal just weeks later, the agency announced the remains had been found in their own office in New Delhi. This shocking blunder has raised serious questions about the handling of crucial evidence in one of the nation's most high-profile cases. As of September 2025, the trial continues its slow march. Indrani's daughter with Sanjeev Khanna, Vidhi Mukherjee, delivered bombshell testimony, first claiming her statement to the CBI was forged and fabricated, and that she was made to sign blank papers as a traumatized teenager. Days later, she reversed course in a sworn affidavit, confirming the CBI had, in fact, recorded her statement. After years of court-imposed distance, Vidhi was finally allowed to reunite with her mother after her testimony concluded. The Sheena Bora case remains a chilling portrait of ambition and deception. It's a story about a world built on lies, where a forbidden romance became the catalyst for its spectacular collapse. It forces us to ask, how far would someone go to protect the life they've fabricated, and what are they willing to sacrifice to keep their secrets buried? What do you think is the most shocking part of this case? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching.